and I know this because I've been to those, and I have an amazing time there. I've had amazing time there playing beer pong, and I
love that game. It's like one of my top favorite games.
Especially being the token. The token is just, I loved it. It was fun. That was the past, though. I loved it for certain reasons. But
you just like the attention because beer pong is like kind of like basketball.
I'm not good at basketball though, James.
And everybody's like, "Yo, he's
Don't
good
let
at basketball."
Beautiful chocolate skin fool you. I'm not an athlete.
Are you? So you're not good at sports?
No.
He's like, I'm not. He's like, I'm not. I don't play basketball. He dunks on you.
You know what's funny about this? I'm gonna read this verbatim too. I'm gonna read this one verbatim. It's not inappropriate. I was joking with my cousin Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. Earlier tonight. And I showed him my new logo. I was explaining to him what it was and that my brother did it. And then and he thought I did it, right? I was like, yo, I said I write and draw like a drunk 6-year-old. He said, you probably draw worse. And I said, why do you think I drag race, play video games, and podcast? I said, I can't sing, dance, rap, or draw, and I'm not an athlete, so I had to do something. So like
you can't do any of the things black men are known for.
Not at all. I can put it down though. That's one thing I could do. But no, so I was like, I podcast and I race and stuff like that. Play video games. It was funny, but I'm just like
the stuff nerdy white kids do.
Yeah, exactly. Now I can listen to music. I can bop my head to music. I know good music and all that good stuff. I love chicken. I can point out a good song or a good movie and all that other black stuff. But I'm just not an athlete or a singer or a rapper and all that. And I guess drawing is universal, so I can't put that just in the black category.
No, I can't draw for shit.
I used to. I didn't draw for a long ass time.
I forgot what I was getting at with that whole fucking spiel.
I don't know.
But anyway, people, before we get into it, let me just show you guys what we're reviewing tonight. And we're back. So, gentlemen, before we dive into these films, how are you doing and what are you drinking?
Go ahead, James. Stubby Peaks.
I'm doing good.
White girl wasted again?
Yeah. Sticking to the Bod liquid, It's the original lemonade Trulies.
I'm not mad at you, man. I'm not mad at you at all. Listen. I want to say something really quick because I'm drinking. No, you know what, James? Finish what you're saying, and I'll go.
I'm good. That's what I'm drinking.
Okay, I'm drinking a fruity flavored drink too. I'm drinking Red's apple hard cider out of the Murder mug. Shout out to Bree. Thank you for making this for us. We greatly appreciate it. But listen, people. Oh, here's another black thing I don't do. I don't like Heineken. I think it's terrible. Same with fucking Corona.
I didn't think either of those were a black thing, but I hate both of those as well.
Yeah, me too. I hate them both.
If you go to African American functions or brown functions, there's always either, as far as when it comes to beer, it's either Heineken or Corona.
Really?
Yeah, there's other ones there too, but it's usually Heineken and Corona and liquor. And they suck.
They suck ass. I hate them.
Yeah, both of those suck.
It's fucking amazing. Like, I'm not a beer guy. My favorite beer, if you want to talk about a beer, because these are more ciders, is Dos Equis. But other than that, I like something that has a good flavor to it. Same with liquor. Hennessy, that's definitely a minority thing. Disgusting, horrible, terrible. Throw it in the fucking garbage. Don't waste your money on that bullshit.
That's nasty too.
Horrible. I like the fruity gins that the girls like because they're delicious.
I can't disagree. They got a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
They're freaking amazing. Like, who doesn't want to eat or have a beverage that tastes like a fucking Skittle, a piece of candy, sweet and delicious? You want to drink something? You want to drink something that tastes like fucking gasoline and fucking motor oil mixed, just to look tough. Doesn't make sense.
Well, I'm drinking some actual beer, some Fort Orange Momentum Pale Ale, one of my favorite pale ales, and I of course am using my giant mug.
Hell yeah!
I'm the only one using the popcorn.
Mine's cracked. I can't use it because it's basic. I don't want to crack it anymore. Also enjoying my new setup here that apparently shows my entire room.
I love it. I love it though, man. I think it's awesome. I'm happy.
I need curtains. I desperately need curtains in here.
It'll happen.
There you go. Get your logo made as a curtain.
Oh, that's a fucking amazing idea.
That is.
That's
I could do that.
Yeah. Jane, other white guy, do it.
Other white. Read the name, man. Eddie the Yeti. Eddie the Yeti.
Eddie the Yeti. My bad, Eddie the Yeti.
They call me Stubby Peaks.
Stubby Peaks.
Oh, Chris, by the way, how are you doing today? Or sorry, Eddie the Yeti, how are you doing today?
Living the dream, friend. Living the dream.
I'm doing really quick before we get into people. I'm doing amazing. I'm gonna tell you why. 2 reasons. One reason, I'm gonna tell you the other reason. The first reason is
she's gonna whoop your ass.
Oh, she knows. I made a Facebook and I think all men should do this. When your significant other tells you that you're right, no matter what you're into, when your significant other tells you that you're right, make a Facebook post about it. And then every year that comes up, that year anniversary, you share it. You share the shit. But yeah, we were in the line at Target, and it was she was asking how much these bananas were, and I had told her they were 25 cents. So when we got to the register, she asked the young lady that was working, and she said 25 cents, and she said, "Babe, you were right." I said, "What'd you say?" I just wanted to make sure I heard correctly. She was like, "You're right." I was like, all right, and she was expecting me to like make a scene, like acting all like.
No, see, it's not worth the scene one.
No, you act like you've been there before.
I have been plenty of times, but I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna make a post about it this time, make it public, and I'm doing this for all the other men out there in relationships that, you know, that your significant other always portrays to be right, never admits when they're not right, or never admits when you are right. So yeah, I'm doing it for you guys as an inspiration, and I feel like, gentlemen, when you're right, let the world know. Just saying that.
Shine a light on it.
Why I'm so ecstatic, because guys, listen, on the other show I do, my show, Horror with Source 30, I finally have my logo like all set. My brother, shout out to my brother John, he actually made it for me today. I'm going to show you guys. That right there.
Sweet.
Literally redid this today. I'm going to have him sculpt this for me. As you guys seen the old logo, the Horror with Source 30 logo. But I was just like, fuck yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing. And again, I didn't get that gene as far as the art gene, as you can see. Yes, I mean, I don't want to show you my drawings and artwork. I don't even have it anymore. It's horrible. But let's dive into these movies. Let's jump in the shred. Early
God.
Yes.
Stubby Peaks and Eddie the Yeti. What are your early ratings?
I'm gonna go 3.5 because I can't decide between 3 and 4.
Wow.
I'm probably 3.5. I hate Tom Green, but what this movie has going for it at the very least is that he's not the main characters. Like he's the villain, which is appropriate because he's an asshole. And they at least focus more on every other actor in the movie.
For the most part.
And he's not as when Tom Green is on screen, he's not as outrageous as he is. I was shocked that there was no bestiality in this movie related to his character.
No, but they did throw in a Tom Green thing in there when they fell off the stage.
Oh, the 69 pose.
Yeah, you knew something was going to come up. Oh, and him touching little boys' asses and shit.
Oh, slapping their ass.
Yeah,
I enjoy a good. There's another movie that I can't think of the name. Another snowboarding.
I know what you're talking about.
Like coming of age movie that I really liked, and I can't think of the name of it. That came out probably early 2000s.
Was it on like the Disney Channel or something?
No, dude, this was...
No, it was a legit snowboarding movie.
No, a legit movie that was in theaters and everything.
I was only asking that because back when, you know, the Disney Channel, a few years back, pretty much when we were like children / or preteens / teens, Disney Channel would show all kinds of like...
Out Cold, that's what it was called.
Out Cold?
Yeah. That's a fairly solid, just generic, you know, comedy, raunchy, snowboarding movie. Good jokes. A good enough story. This movie doesn't have any of that, or very, very little. But to their credit, I really like the soundtrack because that's my kind of music. I'm a pop punk rock guy, so I liked all the tunes. When they were showing the snowboarding and stuff, I thought the 3 kids they had as snowboarders in the movie were fine. Like, they were good. I liked Eddie. Max was an unlikable douchebag, like the main guy just looking to be famous.
Jackass guy, right?
He's a jackass. Is he? I don't know.
Yeah,
I knew the name.
I think he's the one that shits out the windows.
Is he? I knew the name was familiar. I can't think of what it is. He was. I almost thought he was more unlikable than Tom Green in the movie.
Oh, that's saying coming from
you. No, it was close. I thought it was borderline, but like I thought his acting was definitely the worst.
I just want to pull that up really quick.
Yeah, he's definitely not a good actor.
No, like Out Cold was pretty funny. It's
Out Cold,
pretty funny movie.
Oh, look, they have a token black guy too.
You know what? I couldn't remember if they did. That's one thing I was surprised about this movie. I'm surprised they had a black guy in it. Like I thought it was going to be all white because it's this movie definitely had the token black guy juice, and I liked him. And
he was so like in the beginning of the movie, maybe even like the first half ish, when they showed his character, I should say, so stereotypical until
oh yeah,
he was being like honest.
Yeah, it was that hidden. I'm from the rich neighborhood. This is fake.
Like, or the first time he crashes on the snowboard, he had a gun in his pants that just went off. So of course, the black guy's carrying a gun.
When I laughed, that scene kind of made me chuckle because he's like, "Where'd this come from?" And he pulled that out of his pocket. Like, what the fuck? It was almost like the snow put it in his pocket because the snow's white and he's black and he's doing a white thing.
Oh, that makes it funnier. I didn't think.
Yeah, that's how I thought of it right away. As like one of those kind of like this is like a snowboarding movie.
The snow set me up.
But like you guys,
but yeah, I'm gonna go with my 3.5. There was less Tom Green that I was hoping. So I was happy about that. Other than like, I couldn't stand the one main character, but everybody else was fine. Like I had literally at least halfway, 3/4 of the way through the movie, I kept confusing the two main characters. Like I couldn't remember which one was which.
Yeah.
But it turns out Eddie is the one I preferred. So it had a few good jokes in it. So
yeah, it had a couple. It was those like simple, cheesy, corny things, but it worked, and I'm sure they were funnier at the times. Maybe.
All right, I'm going to be before I give a score. So I agree with Chris. I like the music too. It wasn't like the best soundtrack, but it had decent songs.
Yeah,
I liked them. I thought the acting was bad, like for Dave England, horrible.
Yep.
His character was a douche, and he's like the hero. He's not a hero. He's an asshole. It was all for himself. And the moral of the story didn't turn until he found out the shoot was about him being a loser.
Yeah.
So he would have kept on going his normal self if it didn't turn out that. So that's stupid. But anyways, like you said, Tom Green is the bad guy, but he's only in certain scenes and he's not going super crazy outrageous like his normal character. But here's my problem. I realized, besides Out Cold because it had funnier jokes. There was out of this the scenes where it wasn't snowboarding, there was funnier stuff. This one didn't have it. No. I am not a fan of snowboarding movies. Really? Every time they were snowboarding, I was bored. I didn't give a shit what they were doing. I'm like, okay, and people are like, "Whoa!" and he's doing a flip, and it's like sometimes it was like the same move over and over again, and they're like, "Oh," I'm like, it was boring to me. So I'm gonna not. If I like the snowboarding part, it would be a 3, but I'm gonna give it a 2.
Ooh,
just because of that.
See, I didn't mind the snowboarding part, but you're not wrong. Definitely between those montages, like that's where you want to try to cram in jokes or develop story. Certainly better than they did, and they kind of failed on both those parts.
Exactly.
I agree. Really quick before I answer the same question, I want to play an audio clip. I hope it works. I'm gonna put us backstage just so that there's no thing of echo. Chris and James, I will be able to see you too, so just give me a thumbs up if you can hear it.
All right. I'm
going to reshare it, though. Let me make sure that I share the audio. Sorry, peeps. And James, it's from our group chat with Kyle. When I mentioned that cosplay as... Because they look alike, kind of. And not just because they're white. They're both Canadian as well. But yeah, guys, just like I said, just give me a thumbs up if you two can hear it, because if you two can hear, I know.
Oh, way ahead of you on that. Tiny salmon swimming in the stream. Tiny salmon chasing that impossible dream. The minor bird says, ah, ah, ah. The chimpanzee says, ee. The friendly owl says, hoo, hoo, hoo. But the salmon can only say, and it's sad.
What the fuck?
What was that?
That was from. So again, I was joking around. I said, "Oh, I was being serious." Actually, I was saying, Kyle, you should cosplay as Tom Green, minus the animal sex. And then he sent us that in the group chat, and it's from Road Trip. He said, I literally just watched it the other day.
Oh my god,
Road Trip's pretty good.
what the fuck, man?
Going by what you both just
Poor
said,
Kyle.
as far as this goes, in Road Trip, Tom Green wasn't the main character, which Road Trip is.
Yeah.
Was.
But he wasn't. Yeah, he was out of the scene.
He was barely in it, and the scenes that he was in it kind of worked, and they were kind of funny. But it worked with like his style, but it wasn't like too much of him.
They were
he off a snake.
Puts like a snake in his mouth or some dumb shit or some weird.
He puts a mouse
rat.
in
that what it was?
the mouse trying to convince the snake to eat. But in Road Trip, he's not as annoying because he's very minimal, and at least I don't know, maybe the character was at least better written.
Let's say like out of a 2-hour movie, he's in it for like 15, 20 minutes tops.
Not even 20, maybe 10.
Right? Yeah. Hard peach. Apple. Peach.
But Road Trip's pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, this I get what this movie was trying to do. Yeah, I don't have a problem with, the snowboarding, but if you need to make the actual story development between those snowboarding stuff actually funny and interesting, and this movie did not.
And Dave England's a skateboarder, I believe, with Bam and everybody. I bet if he had anything to do with this, his idea was skateboarding. But they're probably there's no professional, there's no resort skateboarding competitions like this.
I'm sure. Well, there's resorts no competitions. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if they went to snowboarding, or maybe someone just came up to him because I don't know. Some reason I have a feeling because the production and everything. He had a say in it. It was like the idea was pitched by him or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not sure though.
I'll dive into my rating too, though. Like you guys both said, this wasn't a great movie. It was a fun movie. It was okay. I'm gonna give it a 4. No story to it. I chuckled a few times at it, even the corny, cheesy, simple, low-hanging fruit type of jokes. I'm like, whatever. It was funny. It was cute, I guess. And whoever's watching us, the 3 people that are watching us, thank you. Dive in those comments. Excuse me. Say some stuff to us. Let us know you're here.
Oh, plus there were some boobs, so that helps.
There were titties, so that does help. That's what helps. That's probably what gave it a 4 for me. It was very predictable. It was one of those movies where you knew something good was going to happen for that team at the end of the movie.
Yeah, it's a cliche sports movie.
Yeah, basically. It was like fucking when I guess they got fucked over or whatever with the judges at the last game thing.
Yep.
You knew that that Tom Green's significant other, who she fucking dumps him in front of everybody or whatever, but that's besides the point. You knew something was going to happen as far as a sponsorship, or it was either going to be some sort of sponsorship, which they ended up getting for the next 3 years, or it was going to be, let's race again, this team versus this team, and see who wins, see who's the true champion, even if it's kind of outside of the competition. You know what I mean? It was going to be one or the other, because that's usually how this shit happens with these movies. So with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna give it a 4. It could have been so much better. This reminded me of like I was saying earlier, like a snowboarding Disney movie, minus of course the titties and the cursing and alcohol and all, and minus the adult stuff in there. But as far as like the fucking storyline of just two screw ups become coaches and basically coach a really good team. A bunch of 3 people that are kind of like nobodies. You have 2 people that are really good at snowboarding. The one guy, Juice, is good at skateboarding. And they're kind of playing like these certain roles until they really show you who they really are. Type of thing. But it was Disney-ish. It was like a rated R Disney movie to me.
It
but
was
back in the day when Disney was on TV, the Disney Channel, like a Disney Channel movie back in the day when we were growing up, like I was saying earlier.
I could see that. Like, I feel like they kind of took the middle road in trying to really focus. Do we go full raunchy R-rated on this, or do we try to go slightly more Disney and keep it in the middle or something like that? I feel like they couldn't decide.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the party scene with the stripper dancing around with her tits out, that's about as bad as the movie got.
Yeah. Okay, another part that bothered me too. So they had the 2 love interest storylines going. Like you knew that like Dave England going to get back with that chick at the end. But then the other one, it was between the girl and the white dude. But nothing happened. Are they dating or not?
Nothing happened. Literally nothing happened with either of those.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what is going on? Because they made it build up like they were going to fall in love, like giving each other compliments. Then you had the Juice. He comes in and he flirts with her, but then they became friends. He was like, I can still say you're hot though, right? And they like fist bump because it looked like the other 2 were connecting, but it never went anywhere. So nothing.
No, it definitely seemed like Juice wanted to give her the squeeze.
Oh, he wanted some chocolate lemonade in that white girl.
I mean, have you guys ever gone snowboarding or skiing?
No.
I'll
be the giant snowball that comes down the hill.
You know what? I did try ghetto snowboarding. So
who doesn't like a PG-13 Disney flick with boobs? Exactly.
Hang on, really quick. And Kyle, please answer this question. Did you hear I played your clip of what you said earlier to me and Jamie.
Dad, it was singing. He was singing the song.
We were in tears laughing at that shit, man. In tears. But you're right. That's basically what this movie was. And Kyle, why is Tom? Because you're Canadian. Why is Tom Green the way he is? Why does he act like this? Like
this movie was filmed in Canadian ski resorts, basically.
Kyle, you stay put. I promise I'll play it again for you. I promise. Give me a few minutes. I hope you're here for a while, but I will play it for you because you're my guy. You're my Canadian.
You know what I think it was? Why he acts that way? Mm-hmm. He's that type of kid that had the class clown. He has to stand out, get as much attention as he can, and he will do anything for it.
He's definitely someone that craves the attention, and early in life when he found out how he could get it, he just kept taking it to extremes, I feel like.
It's like the 12-year-old. It happened when he was 12. That's what I'm going to call it, because it's the mind of a 12-year-old. All the shit he does, like even the disgusting stuff. That's like a 12-year-old thing. I'm like, oh, I'm not afraid. I'll do this. I'll lick a cow's boob. You don't do that shit as a grown man. You know what I'm saying? You should evolve with your comedy. But he's stuck with the friggin', oh, I'll just hump this pillow. And
Kyle's answering for his Canadian brethren. He said he was like this because the style took off. It was Jackass before Jackass, and we're talking about Tom Green.
He's not wrong, man. Like, Tom Green was doing this stupid shit before Jackass started.
He was in Celebrity Big Brother a few years ago and was legit normal and funny as fuck. All right, now, Kyle, my question to you, was it Canadian funny or was it worldly funny?
Was this Canadian bacon funny or real bacon funny?
Yeah, was it like Canadian bacon, a maple syrup funny, or was it like apple pie funny, American funny? And I can say this to Kyle because I know Kyle's laughing his fucking ass off right now that my black ass said that. I know Kyle. That's my guy. He's my favorite Canadian.
Hold on. I want to go back. What's ghetto snowboarding?
Oh, hang on. Really quick. I'll tell you that in a second. Word funny. He got picked up by MTV, if I'm not mistaken. He did.
Yeah.
So ghetto snowboarding, you guys know where Lake Hill Road is, right?
Yep.
I used to live, like, this is when I was in my teen years, so it was my mother. But obviously, with my mother, but we used to live over there. Like, over on Lake Hill Road, back, like, kind of in a wooded area, and we had, like, a hill. And we had sleds, and like, we had a hill we'd go sledding down and shit. We had, like, a cheap snowboard thing. And we went down that hill, and we had, like, a little jump.
Is it the foam board?
No, it was a plastic board. It wasn't.
Oh, was it? Okay, because they have one like it's like a foam.
It was plastic. I think it was like white, lime green, and purple, or some crazy shit like that. And you have the little straps for your feet.
Oh, okay.
And we just step in there and fucking slide down the hill. And like our ramp, the funny thing was our ramp was like a big ice chunk because obviously it was in the winter and all this shit. And like we would just we kept piling up like snow and shit and all that other shit to kind of make the ramp out, and it eventually like froze real hard and solid. And the hill we would just kind of keep fresh snow on there so we can get down there, because we're either going down there in a tube, a sled, or the ghetto snowboarding, and it was fun. Would I do it now? No. But you know what I mean? When you're a fucking kid, a teenager and shit, you're just having a great fucking time. It was fun. And I remember so we would do that every fucking day from, it wasn't sun up to sundown because, like I said, it was like in a wooded area. So when it gets dark out, it's fucking pitch black. Fuck that shit. Yes, you can see because the snow is white, which I got another fucking story about that place. I'm going to tell you guys really quick. But it was fun. Would I do it again? Like I said, no. Would I go sledding? Yeah. Would I go tubing? Yeah. The snow shit, I think that's fun still. But all that other shit, I'm like, nah. Another story I got to tell you guys. First time I got high. It was at the same place. I told you the reason why I tell this story. And it was in the winter. So we go outside, we smoke or whatever. That's nothing. We come inside. I'm high as fuck. And about a day or two previously, I seen the movie How High. And I remember a part where Redman was talking about I'm a ghost, I can walk through a wall. So I tried that. I also tried sticking my hand through a table because he tried that in the movie. High as shit. There was another point where, again, I was 18. This is my single savage days. There were some girls that were supposedly going to meet up with us or come over. So I went outside, right? And it was an apartment. So we had downstairs neighbors. I think there was like 2 apartments downstairs. 1, maybe 2. Definitely 1. Yeah, there was 2. And so they were coming up the driveway. Like they just happened to turn out the street to come up the driveway. In my mind, because me watching TV and like watching Animal Planet, like some animals, like if you stand perfectly still, they can't see you. So in my head, that worked for people too.
Oh my God, you did the deer in the headlight thing? You just stood still?
Yeah, it's like I'm walking up the driveway. There's like a lot of land. So I'm like walking on the side of the driveway over in the grass and shit. I swear to God, yo, I stood still like this. I'm standing there as they're going up the driveway, going past me. And wow. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Wow.
And on top of that, but it was winter. I was outside and like I had like on sweatpants and a hoodie, so I didn't have a coat and all that shit on. I'm just standing there. And I go back inside. I'm talking to my brothers, and I'm like, "Yo," I'm like, "These motherfuckers had us waiting for." I was like, "They had me waiting outside for like an hour, man. This is ridiculous." They go, "You're outside for like 5 minutes. What are you? What are you talking about?" But yeah, so to answer your question, that's ghetto snowboarding, and I will play that clip again for you, Kyle, so you can hear it.
So I've gone snowboarding a few times. Snowboarding is fucking fun if you can stay up.
What do you mean by stay? You mean like Viagra? Like you can't stay up, take some Viagra, stay up?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. Yeah. So like the first time I went out with my buddy Sean, and he's like I had my snowboard, I had my boots. He's like, dude, I'm not going to ride the fucking lift with you. You're going to fall as soon as you go to get off. I'm like, dude, it'll be fine. He was right, 100%. And not only did I fall getting off the lift, I took him down with me, which is exactly why he didn't want to ride the lift with me.
That's awesome. I respect that, Chris. I have more respect for you. You're my guy.
And then, so my first time snowboarding, I start going down the mountain. Like, I can't stay up on my feet. Like, not only that, I keep drifting to the side where the trees are.
Oh.
So, like, I just keep falling and trying to avoid trees. And then I took a lesson, so I learned how to kind of at least control my direction and stay up. And after that, it was fucking fun as shit, dude. If you can control yourself, it's great. So that's that's another reason I watched this movie, and it made me kind of want to go to a winter resort and do a little snowboarding and just drink in the snow.
See, I never snowboard. I did the tubing and sledding. Snowboarding to me or skiing, I was like, fuck that. I'll break my legs.
Tubing, you know what? I want to go tubing too. I haven't done that in years.
Right now, I can't do it. I'll hit that one rock and I'll launch like 50 feet in the air.
No. See, I would do like the legit tubing. You know, the place you go and pay for that they pull you up.
Yeah.
We should do that next winter. We should do that next winter.
Man, you're crazy. What are you trying
to do? No.
I get my old ass killed.
We should do that. We can go to a resort. At least we'll know there won't be any rocks or anything in the path. But I didn't want to do skiing because I didn't like the idea of my legs going in two different directions.
Oh, dude, a split. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh my god.
At least on a snowboard, my feet will stay together.
That sounds fucking no.
I think I stopped sledding early teens. The reason was because I think it was earlier than that. I went on this hill over here in
Devil's Hill,
Mount Pleasant towards Bellevue. It's it's like you know that if you go, remember 8th Avenue Bridge?
Yeah.
You know that road you turn right, then it goes, and there's that sharp left turn that goes up a hill towards Hagman and all that shit.
Yeah, that's right around the corner from me.
So that hill, I went down it. My father were there. I went straight down, would not stop, went right under the fence.
Oh.
I didn't get hurt, lucky, because there was a gap, and I went under perfectly and stopped like right at my chest. But if it was any lower, I would have got torn up.
I'll go sleigh riding the second it snows. I haven't done it in years, and I want to. Like, one of the first things I thought I need to get now that I have a backyard is a fucking slip and slide.
That's hilarious. Something old school shit.
I want to go buy a slip and slide now. Like, I'm trying to fight the urge.
Hey, they're cheap. I think they're like $10.
There's no reason not to.
Oh man, you see,
your girlfriend was like, "What's the fuck is wrong with you?" You're like, "Yeah."
Let's. If you wanted to, you can buy yourself a slip and slide for your backyard and slide down the shit butt ass naked.
I say we have a popcorn and pint summer picnic, and I break out a slip and slide.
That's hilarious.
We just see what happens.
I'm down.
I want to do that. Want to do P&P summer picnic at my house?
That'd be hilarious.
James, you have to go to that. You have to at least go and hang out and record us doing.
Yeah, I'll record. I'm not gonna do no slippers. I got bad knees and shit. I'll end up getting destroyed.
Puerto Rican, Chris, of course, everybody.
Yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
Have food, have some laughs, and then we have to come back and review a movie later. Like these guys are in wheelchairs.
My old ass, my back. I'm like, oh, I can't make it. It's on a stretcher.
You know, it'd be funny if we all fell asleep, like on the show.
It was a long ass day.
But yo, we did way too much today. What'd you guys do today? We had a couple drinks, sat out in the sun, went on the slip and slide one time. Exhausted.
All right, it's gonna be the P&P summer picnic with the slip and slide, and
I really think we should do it. Like I'm 100% down for that.
Gotta be careful with that name. People are gonna think it's featured R. Kelly.
R. Kelly's
the P&P summer picnic.
R. Kelly's gonna put his mask on. Where's the kids? I'm like, what the fuck? It's gonna be that kind of
I was told there was kids.
But like we were talking about this movie, it did have at least enough jokes that I kept waiting. I'm like, for something. I kept waiting for more jokes, and they just weren't happening because it's that type of movie where you expect them, but like, where the fuck are the jokes?
You know what it was, Kyle? Wow, sorry, Chris. Well, because I'm reading his comment.
He's uninvited.
You know what the thing is like it's one of those things to where you're expecting something to be fucking hilarious, like at least one part that was hilarious, and it never happened.
Yeah, the jokes are like kind of like a smirk or maybe like a chuckle. It wasn't a lot. Yeah, it wasn't like no laugh.
You can get like a laugh out of it, but there wasn't ones that were like. There wasn't ones like when I'll put it like this. There wasn't ones when I played Kyle's comment earlier, which I'll play again when he gets back, to where you're watching it and you had tears in your eyes laughing.
No, not at all. There wasn't anything. There wasn't anything in this movie that was like more than a light chuckle.
And like 5 seconds. Like, yeah, that was funny, huh?
And for me, I think one of the funniest scenes was so after the house party, the one kid goes
person in the movie dancing. Oh, there's more black people in this movie. Oh, this is a different movie. Sorry, shit.
So, like, I think my favorite scene is probably like after the party, the one kid's hungover before he goes to do his snowboard run, and he's making the one guy's making, or Eddie, I think, is making like the throw up noise before he goes down.
Like,
So he goes on his run, he falls off the rail, throws up, and then just lands face down in it. That part, I chuckled, and like that was, I thought that was like the funniest thing in the movie.
Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah,
I'm like, that's it. There was the midget snowboarder that tried to audition for their camp, which I thought was kind of funny at the beginning.
Now, here's what I'll say. Here's where they dropped the ball. He should have made the team.
He should have 100%.
That would have been good.
So much better, so much funnier. You have a team of 4. He makes the team. Boom. That would have made the movie funnier.
I agree.
You do a little sound effects when he's slipping in the snow and all this other shit, like woo, and fucking silly shit like that. Boom. Better movie.
Dude, and fucking of the 2 main characters, Max was just super unlikable.
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking stand him.
He was that, like, was he like in the 40s now?
Yeah.
Where he was like teenager.
He's
like,
just
wanted to relive his success.
Yeah. Annoying. Cockiness.
I don't know.
About money. And
maybe it was a combination of with that and the terrible acting and
oh yeah, definitely bad acting.
Dialogue, and like he was definitely the worst character in the movie, and that's saying a lot considering Tom Green's in it.
Stick to Jackass where you don't talk, you just shit on things.
This is the nicest thing I've ever heard you say about Tom Green.
It is. I'm not. I still hate Tom Green. I can't.
Why they dress him up like the fucking Texas Ranger?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, that don't look like winter gear for a ski resort at all.
You know what's surprising, though? That's like a trademark of these movies that take place in those winter towns like that. Someone's usually wearing a fucking cowboy hat for some reason with their snow gear.
Why. Makes no sense to me.
Right.
That's like that. If you go back and watch any ski, snowboarding movie where the town is like literally in the middle of just snow like that, someone's wearing a fucking cowboy hat somewhere.
And it's
exactly
an asshole character on top of it.
Yeah, and they're always the asshole.
Yep.
All right, Kyle's back, so I'm going to play this one more time. Kyle, this one's definitely for you, man. It's because we love you over here on Popcorn and Pints.
Oh, God.
You put us in the back again.
Oh, way ahead of you on that. Tiny salmon swimming in the stream. Tiny salmon chasing that impossible dream. The minor bird says, ah, ah, ah. The chimpanzee says, ee. The friendly owl says, hoo, hoo, hoo. But the salmon can only say, and it's sad.
Shit.
That legit
sound effects is the best part of the
that legit sounds just like Tom Green.
He does, no lie. It does sound like him.
I'm just saying, they're Canadian.
The bird, as soon as he did the bird sound, man,
yes.
I laugh automatically.
Kelvin, you gotta stop telling these lies.
Nick Cage's #1 fan. That's right. I sent you guys the movie trailer for his new movie, Pig, right?
Yes. I didn't watch it, though.
Oh, I'm going to.
I got to get me a Juno for that. Don't do it. Like, you got to watch the trailer. The trailer's weird as shit. Just like any Nick Cage movie. But from what I'm reading, like, people are giving this movie high fucking marks.
I'm going to check it out.
Like, legit.
I have to.
Somebody took his pig and he wants to know who.
It's basically fucking Nick Cage version of John Wick.
Juno Canadian Award.
Oh.
Got it. You already got it. From us, you got it. I don't think
I thought he was talking about the movie Juno.
Me too.
On behalf of Popcorn and Pints and on behalf of Horror 30, you got the Juno.
Congratulations.
You have it. I don't know what that means to you from us, but you got it, Kyle. Shit. So final ratings on this fucking movie.
I'm keeping it at 3.
I'm gonna bump it down to a 3. It was okay at best, like you guys said earlier. Like we all said, Tom Green wasn't in it a lot, so that definitely fucking helped.
Oh, I'm sorry, I gave it a 2. My bad.
So your rating went up.
No, I'm taking it back down. It's 2.
Would I watch this again? No.
God no.
Nope. No. Not at all.
Fuck it. That's how I feel about it.
I'll stick with my 3.5. Like I said, at the very least, or Squid 2.
Oh, it's because of his. Okay, so people for this one, you're not gonna be able to see it because of his.
Oh, it makes something.
But that is kind of funny that's just that's what the emojis is.
Wow,
it's ridiculous.
No, I'll stick with my 3.5. It had a couple chuckles, but I was a fan of the soundtrack. Tom Green is not in it that much, luckily, and I don't mind snowboarding stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a part 2. Watch it tomorrow.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I may watch Out Cold though. Out Cold was kind of funny.
Oh man.
It sounds like wheel time, gentlemen.
Yeah, it is.
Sticking with your 2, right?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the 2. I like music was the best part, and that wasn't even like awesome. But it was good. It was like the decent songs, but
yeah,
the movie itself, no, I wasn't a fan.
Shuffle this bad boy up a little bit. Oops. Just so
I am going to take a quick pee break before we really dive into Cocktail.
Okay.
All right.
I'll wait for you before I spin the second wheel, Chris.
No, I want to see what these are first.
Oh, so it's going after the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be chick flicks.
Ooh, Sarah will be.
Oh boy!
All of our significant others are going to be ecstatic with this. Even on the day that I was correct, the day that I was right, we're doing.
I already warned you guys prior to this. I may not be on next week.
Oh shit!
So
it's going to land on a fucking musical. I know it.
Yep, I was gonna say this is gonna be Chris's excuse now. I already told you guys ahead of time, which he really did.
I did. I'm not. This way you can't blame it on the movie selection.
He's gonna get off and he's gonna cry because he is looking forward to chick flicks
this week. Yeah, it's gonna be something that he's actually gonna want to see.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Let me tell you something. If this is one of Sarah's movies, she may force me to come on and talk about it.
If that's the case, then I hope it's one of her movies.
She's like, nope, you're doing it.
I will shuffle the wheel after this one. Frozen? That's my wife's pick. Oh god, we gotta watch.
Oh no, my wife will watch this with me.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
Frozen. I've seen it a couple times.
I've never seen it. So we're doing Frozen. Did somebody just say yes in the background?
Yeah, that was my wife.
Fucking Frozen, guys. I'm sorry.
Her favorite's Olaf.
The day that I was right, my wife, it goes to chick's picks, and it's my wife's pick. Isn't that some shit? Somebody told me I should be careful today because of her being right. I've never seen it, Kyle.
You know, honestly, I agree. Frozen's not that bad. They sing in it, but it's not a full blown musical. Well, kind of is maybe. I don't know. It's a Disney movie, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of singing in Disney movies, some more than others, but. The hell is this shit?
I can't see what it is.
I don't fucking know. Is that Elf?
Come From Nowhere?
Oh. I don't know what that is. Hold on.
Camp Nowhere?
What the fuck is that?
What's Camp Nowhere?
I have no idea.
Wait a second. I've seen this.
Was this you? Or was this Ibrahim's girlfriend?
Maybe this must have been Ibrahim, but that cover picture looks familiar.
Camp Nowhere. It's a musical. It has to be.
I don't know. I'll be right back.
All right. I bet they sing in it. Fuck.
So Frozen and Camp Nowhere next week, guys.
Camp Nowhere. I never heard of that fucking movie. All right, whatever.
Yo no say. Yo no say. So.
Oh, yeah. I got to watch that. Thanks for reminding me, Kyle.
You guys are going to enjoy these movies a fucking ton more than Bloody Nun 2. Oh, just our luck, James. We have Bloody Nun 2 on Tuesday. We have these two movies on Saturday.
Then we don't know what Thursday.
We won't know what we'll have on Thursday till Tuesday. But fuck, man. And I guess, you know what? Really quick, let me show you guys what we're doing on Tuesday.
Even the picture's dumb.
Like, that's the best part of the movie, I'm sure. So, but
Is
that's
it,
what
it looks like a vampire nun.
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. That's gonna be a fun time on
Thanks,
Tuesday.
Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle. Thanks. And don't hide under your maple leaf again, Kyle, like you did for the Rise of the Mummy. You got to be on here Tuesday for this movie. So no hiding under maple leaves. It's as bad as it looks. I mean, it's as bad as it looks, but
We'll see.
it's better than Blood Lake. I can say that.
I don't know what you were talking about, but I heard better than Blood Lake, and I agree.
I hear you, man.
I'm really curious about Camp Nowhere.
Camp Nowhere. What was that?
I have no clue.
I'm Googling.
1994.
It has the. Is it a comedy or is it a musical? Or is it a mix of both?
No counselors, parents, no counselors, no rules.
It kind of seems like a kid's movie.
Oh boy, yeah, it does. Oh, is that Christopher Lloyd? Oh, Christopher Lloyd's in it.
Okay.
Mayweather's father,
Well, that should be interesting.
Joshua Griblin Mayweather. I don't know who that is. I just said that. Okay, and a lot of people I don't know. Well, maybe a couple. Yeah, I know that guy, the old guy. All right, I've never seen this.
I think I saw it when I was a kid.
Oh man! Shout out to my cousin Michael. So he's in a wheelchair, and he said, "I drove off the curb." He's drunk. He's like, I drove off the curb forward and landed." Drunk moment.
From his wheelchair?
Yeah, this is in another group chat. He has like an electronic one.
So he face planted.
He's playing Handicap X Games.
So
My
he was riding the rail.
he said, "Son out here trying to be a handy X game."
Yeah.
No joke. I feel like if I was in a motorized wheelchair and I was around any girls, I would purposely jolt it so that I fell out to try to get help.
Wow.
Are they strong enough to pick you up?
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's more than them touching you. Take longer.
Don't give him any ideas.
I feel like I'd be doing that more often than I probably should.
Don't give him any ideas.
Like, help me up. I got a kickstand.
Or you can run into the back of the legs and say, "I just swept you off your feet," but it's kind of like knocking them over, and they might not fall right.
Looks like I just swept you off your feet.
Yeah, because you hear that corny line all the time anyway. You might
that's a brilliant line.
Oh, man.
Michael, if you're listening, use it and try it. I'm joking. Don't do that.
Honestly, not. I'm not gonna say it.
I'll say it.
I'll ask off camera. I'll say it off camera.
So, guys, let's jump in the cocktail.
Oh God. Okay.
Let's do it. James is a big Tom Cruise fan.
Early ratings.
He's annoying to me, man.
Let's do early ratings really quick. What did you guys think? Honestly,
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Wow.
I liked it more than. To be fair, I do a podcast that's pretty booze centric, so I like the bar scenes. Actually,
understandable.
And everything like that. There were definitely parts where they got super far away from that. I'm like, I don't care about this part as much.
Yeah,
but even then, there was at least some kind of story development going on, so I can't totally rag on that.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Cruise and his friend Doug are both douchebags in this movie. Like, there's no way around that.
Definitely.
Oh, of course, yes.
But I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, at least.
Okay, it's better than Shred, but I was bored through this too. The bar scenes were fine. I like the different styles. He's making the drinks. He's going back and forth with the customers. It's fine. But when they start singing and shit, him and his one friend, when they're in that dive bar, I was like, okay, this is corny. The love story was decent. He's an asshole, just to win a bet. You know,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
all about the money. Moral of the story: get the girl pregnant, and
Plus,
now
it was like,
he's a changed man or something.
plus it was only like $50.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I seen this once before. I don't know. Tom Cruise is just annoying to me. Like his smile, I just want to like knock his teeth out every time he smiles.
He can be sometimes. And I didn't think he was
Yeah.
that bad in this movie.
I don't know.
the last.
I just think he's annoying as a person anyway. I just think so. I automatically see it. Everything he does, and I'm like, asshole. But yeah, I was kind of bored. There was some decent parts, I guess. But yeah, it lost me.
Did you give it a rating?
Yeah, I've given it a 3. It's 1 point better than Shitfest we watched.
Shred.
I'm gonna give this movie. I'm with Chris. I'm gonna give this movie a 6. I don't hate Tom Cruise. So he doesn't bother me. It was all right. It was. It's something I probably wouldn't go back to. I'll say that. But like Chris said, I enjoyed the bar scenes the most.
I liked the guy playing opposite Tom Cruise, Doug. I like that actor. I thought he was good.
They were good back and forth off each other.
They did. It was they had some chemistry. It was a good dynamic.
But
Shitty ass friends though.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
But you know what it was? Because they gambled too much and bet too much on stupid shit. Like, and it's like, I can't even say it's really like a guy thing across the board though. Because like he bet the one dude you couldn't get the rich chick in bed when he was really into the other chick, the one that he met at the, from helping her friend out and all that shit.
I take it's a jealousy thing. Like at the beginning, it's like us two, we're gonna go big, we're doing this. Then the girl came involved, so it could have been like, let me sabotage this on purpose, so you're with me still.
Well,
shit. It was like a mixture of making these stupid bets all the time, trying to find a fast track to getting rich, and jealousy type shit going on at the same time.
With the first chick that you're mentioning, with Tom Cruise's character, the one chick that he was messing around with or whatever, and then fuck that over $50. Stupid. She had money. I don't remember if he knew or not at the beginning, but she had money. Or no, he did know because she was talking about like helping him invest and get something started, and he fucked that up. And then when he meets the other chick that he ends up falling for and all this other shit that he ends up with at the end of the movie, this is another one that's very predictable. But he didn't know she was like her family was rich until later on, and then of course he doesn't care about money anymore like that. He cares about her and she's pregnant and blah blah blah. But that's the one thing that bothered me about both of these movies is that they were very, very, very predictable. Like as soon as they got to a certain point, you're like, all right, I know what's gonna happen. Like when he met that chick, you knew he was gonna fuck it up somehow, and then you knew they were gonna get back together somehow, one way or another, and it wasn't gonna be about the whole money shit. And I'm just like, but the story was like consistent, I guess, to an extent. And
plus, it was only $10,000. You think he would have took it if it was more?
Oh, from her.
Yeah, from the father.
But this wasn't.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what? When he said 10,000, I was expecting it to be a lot more than that.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was going to say like $1 million or some shit.
This movie came out like in the 80s, like
88.
Yeah, it don't matter. That dude was loaded.
No,
$1 million.
I was thinking maybe like $100,000 or $200,000 is what he was going to offer.
My guess was going to be $100,000. So when he said $10,000, I'm like, that's it.
That's what your daughter's worth to you? $10,000.
Even in the 80s, I'm like $10,000. That's it. Like if this was like 30 years ago, fuck yeah. But motherfucker, it's 88.
You know what's weird? I had no idea this was actually based on a semi autobiographical novel.
I had no clue.
No idea. No, I thought this was just a random 80s movie, and it's actually based on a book. The guy that wrote it, it's semi-autobiographical. Like the studios ended up changing a whole lot of shit that he wasn't happy with. But yeah, this is actually based on a book.
Interesting.
The part that they kept that was based on a book was him being a bartender.
Yeah, that may have been the extent of it. Like I think in the book, like Tom Cruise's character was supposed to be an older, washed-up guy. But the studio basically refused that. Like they purposely needed to cast someone younger.
Well, understandable. They had to make the movie sell. Like they had to make it.
Yeah.
They had to pretty it up for the people to go watch it, for the women to go watch it, and for him to get the women the way he did, just with his charm and his looks. It makes it so much easier than if it's an older, washed-up guy getting these.
I don't know. The dude next to him had no problem.
True, but you still.
Yeah, but like from what I'm reading, like this movie had like 40 different versions of the script. Like it changed drastically. Like the guy that plays Doug, they said the original script was one of the best screenplays he ever read. It was super dark, about the cult of celebrity, everything about it.
Oh, and then, sounds better.
Yeah. And then Tom Cruise he said Tom Cruise is a sweet man. He was then, he still is, but when he came in, the movie had to change because it's Tom Cruise. So the studio made changes to protect the star, and it became a much slighter movie because of it.
Got it. But
Tom Cruise signing on for this movie is also the reason they got financing. So
makes sense. Now this came after Top Gun.
I don't know what year was Top Gun. Like Tom Cruise was super young in this.
83 Top Gun, maybe. I think that was the 80s or early 80s.
It's early 80s, but yeah, I don't know the year.
I think it was the year I was born, maybe. I could be wrong.
Top Gun, 1986. This was 2 years before that. Yeah.
Oh.
So he's coming off. He's or 2 years after that. So he's coming off Top Gun fame.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's why they're like, it's Tom Cruise. He's the new hot shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But dude, this movie, for one thing, it made me miss the city because I haven't been there and gone down to the city in a year and a half.
I've never been there.
You've never been down to New York City?
Nope.
You live less than a 3-hour train ride away.
I went to Staten Island. Never went there. I could have went there on school trips. Never happened. I don't like people. It's too crowded for me.
I like
a lot of walking.
It is crowded.
Yeah, there's definitely. It's crowded and there is a lot of walking, but it's fucking fun if you go down.
The two things I hate: walking and people.
I mean, I hate people. I don't mind walking.
No, I don't mind walking, but
I'm usually. But when I go down, I'm walking from bar to bar. I have a purpose.
You have a purpose. That's my purpose.
Yeah, stories from a bar. He has to live it.
I never been there. One day I will go, but I've been saying that for like 20 years.
Dude, take a day trip. Like you don't even have to drive far. You have to drive to the train station.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
My wife goes. Well, she used to go almost every year for the Lucas Walk.
I definitely want to go down in the fall, or at least before another wave of COVID comes and they shut shit down again because people can't wear a mask. But but this movie definitely made me miss going down to the city. I've been down there since not last December, but the one before that, and it made me realize like I could never be a fucking bartender, man. Can't do it.
No. Around here you can,
but like mixed drinks. I can.
The top ones, yeah.
I can't do mixed drinks. Like I don't want to retain that knowledge. There's way too much to it. I've talked to enough people to know the art behind it. If you want draft beer, sure, I can pour a beer.
Yeah, but if you go to a dive bar, they don't have to be perfect to mix drinks.
No.
People are like, yo, give me this. You're like, it has like 3 different juices. You're like, nah, you're just getting cranberry juice and vodka. Here you go. You're like, here you go.
Red Bull and vodka and rum and
Cherry
Coke.
bomb.
Those are the 2 things I make.
Cherry bomb.
Can you make me a Red Bull and vodka, please? No, but I can make you a SoCo and root beer.
Can you make me like a slippery nipple?
Ooh, slippery nipple.
I can make a buttery nipple.
Slippery nipples
Buttery
are good.
nipple.
I'm not gonna lie. Buttery nipples are good too.
Those are good.
Mud slides are good. You ever have a Jolly Rancher?
No, but I like Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Rancher shot?
No,
it actually tastes like a real Jolly Rancher.
But
they use some kind of sour.
I'm sold.
And they mixed it.
Sold.
It's good stuff.
Same here.
The one of the lines I really enjoyed in this movie, though, Doug says it. He says, "Beer is for breakfast, drink or be gone."
Yes, that's true. He did.
That's funny.
But the thing is, he turned Tom Cruise into kind of like an alcoholic.
He turned. Well, no, I don't think he turns him into an
alcoholic. But he was drinking like every night, liquor and shit.
No, but like I thought they could have taken the movie in that direction, but they never really did. Like
to make it dark, where he actually became
he egged him on to drink liquor instead of beer, but that literally never went anywhere. because I thought about that when he first, said that and he took the shot.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they show him and Doug drunk a couple times, but it's not like it changed him or there was any extended alcohol problem issues.
Well, Doug did.
Doug, but Tom Cruise.
He also had problems.
Yeah.
The darkest part of this movie is his suicide.
Oh, yeah.
Which was I wasn't expecting that at all.
Oh, I did. I know. It's when he said that phrase, when they were in there, he said, I think it sounded kind of like saying goodbye, like to him forever type shit.
It's not that I didn't expect it, but it also didn't surprise me. I was kind of somewhere in the middle, especially after he started talking about like losing all his money and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. Like, I wasn't surprised by it. Like, oh shit. I was more like, oh fuck. But I wasn't surprised as far as like, oh shit, this happened. But like you said, I wasn't expecting it either. Definitely wasn't expecting it.
I wonder if that was in the book. They're like, you know what? We'll at least put that in. Your friend.
Yeah,
he killed himself. We'll mention him.
That's a good question. I don't know. Like I said, there was so many different versions of the script. I'm sure there was probably a lot of shit that was left out and reworked. Kelly, I
didn't expect it that way though. I thought it was gonna be like a hanging.
Kelly Lynch, who plays Carrie, who I think was the first the reporter girl that Tom Cruise sleeps with in the movie. She said it was really actually a complicated story about the 80s, power and money. It was really re-edited, and they completely lost her character's backstory. So they cut out a lot.
Okay.
Let's see. She claimed Disney reshot about a third of the film and turned it into basically flipping bottles and this and that. Which a lot of that bottle flipping and stuff, that wasn't in the book. That was something they were doing on set.
Wow.
And they incorporated it in the movie. There's actually a term for that, like the super flamboyant tending of the bar and everything like that. Flair bartending.
Yeah, the flair. Yep, you do the tricks with the bottles.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they were wasting so much alcohol. I was getting mad.
Dude. They are. You can see it spraying like everywhere.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
Flipping the bottles and all that bullshit.
Yeah, liquor flying everywhere.
Yeah, man. They were literally tossing bottles around all day between takes and stuff like that.
You know what was funny about that though is when what was his name, Doug, when he was like, you put the ice in here, you make the drink right, so there's less alcohol in here, but it looks like more because the ice. But then they're flipping the bottles and dumping out like damn near
exactly.
Exaggerating, but it's like instead of flipping the bottles and shit, just fucking. I mean, I know you got to put on a show, but flip the motherfuckers fast.
Well, I mean, he also shows you like the difference between the short pour and the long pour, where he's covering the tip with his thumb right there. Little bartending tricks.
And it's funny because like I'm a fan of Bar Rescue. I watch that here and there occasionally, and like that's one of the things they like when they're making the drink stuff. They do the long pour because it looks like more's going in there, but it really has that little tap thing with the little ball in there, so it stops once the thing's over. But you're pouring it in there, you go do the long pour. It looks like way more's coming out, even though either way you pour it this close or this close, it's gonna only pour for like say 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that was kind of cool.
Another thing I realized: the '80s was the time of definitely oversized shirts.
Yes, everybody wore oversized shirts.
Everybody wore oversized shirts.
Especially the button-ups. The button-ups were like huge.
Does it make you want to wear an oversized shirt?
Sometimes.
I agree. So what? I guess we can go in the ratings again. Would you guys rate this? I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 6. Like I thought there was enough entertainment in it. I enjoyed the bar scenes. Him going to college, I related with. Him falling asleep in class. I enjoyed his talking back to the professor.
That was the best part.
That was cool. I feel like bartending in Jamaica on the beach, probably not a bad gig.
Nah.
Honestly, I was going to go to college for bartending.
Really?
It was one of my ideas before I did computer science for the year. I was looking at it because it was new to the program, mixology. And I was like, because I was like a lot of bars around in Schenectady, you know that. I was like, if I learn, I can become a bartender.
You can. Listen, if you're cool with the hours, because you're basically working nights, you have talent and you love it and it's what you want to do, you can make a lot of fucking money.
You do the tips, man, yeah. So
Like,
yeah, that did
it's
cross my mind. No lie, I was really seriously thinking about it. I forgot. I might have been like 22, 20.
That's around the age range you would think about. So I'm not saying that people later on in life wouldn't think about that, but that's like the real age range where you really think, because it's back, especially if you're either gender, you're back in your single days having fun. It's like, oh, how can I make money and meet people at the same time? Bartender. I'm not saying that's how they think of it exactly, but it's like I like to hang out, I like to be around that scene. I'm a night owl. I like to be around that kind of scene. Why not try out bartending?
so best case scenario in this movie. Tom Cruise, clearly they indicate he just got out of the military, which you can't join until you're 18. So he's 22. Really gets into bartending probably 23. And before, going through this movie, there was a 3-year gap there, 26. So he's like 28 by the time the movie's ending, and he's knocked up the girl, and she says she has twins, probably.
You're right.
Yeah.
Theoretically. I don't know, man. It's a great time to be a bartender, but I can understand wanting to do something different as you get older.
Yeah.
Maybe owning your own bar.
That too.
That scene.
Oh, by the way, I did notice there was a lot of short shorts when it came to Tom Cruise in this movie. Shockingly, the longest shorts he was wearing in this movie is the one scene he actually had a bathing suit on.
Well, when they're swimming in that waterfall or whatever the fuck that thing was.
Like prior to that, where they're on the beach, like his bathing suit were the longest pair of shorts he wore in this movie.
Yep.
He wanted to show his caps off.
I don't know, man, but sex under a waterfall sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, that's true.
It does.
You gotta go to Jamaica for that, I guess. Well, no, we got waterfalls.
I suspect there's probably closer waterfalls.
There is. Maybe not that nice.
Yeah, not that nice. That's true. That's what I was thinking of. I was like something like really nice
tropical weather.
And one thing I realized as he's trying to win back the girl he knocked up, he never actually apologizes for sleeping with the other girl.
He was making excuses.
Yeah,
like he was like saying it was a bet, and
he said like he made it sound. He's like it's not what it looks like. He actually made it sound 10 times worse.
Yeah, he did.
Like he would have been better off just saying, "Look, I was drunk and horny." Not condoning. Well, they weren't technically together anyway, were they? They were just kind of messing around.
No, they're like that. Serious. He knew they were getting serious.
They were getting there, but I don't think they ever made it official. Technically, I mean, technically,
he was living with the rich woman. He's like, I moved my stuff out of your apartment this afternoon before the gallery scene. So they were living together.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, but anyway, he would have been better off saying, "Look, it was a drunken night and things happened, blah blah blah." But instead, he just fucking
basically, that's it. He buried himself.
Yeah, he basically tries to get her back, but he never even apologizes or anything like that. Even at the end of the movie where he goes breaking into the apartment, he's still not apologizing.
Nope.
He's just saying he wants to be with her. That's it.
And he wants to marry her, and then she finally says yes, and all this other shit. Her dad cuts her off, and boom, that was it.
Dude, and you know what's funny? I was thinking as they after that scene plays out, and they go and they're waiting. He hits the elevator button so they can leave. I'm like, what if the elevator was like all the way at the bottom, and they have to wait? Like,
they're just sort of awkward.
like the father is standing there pissed off in the door where they're standing there waiting for the elevator. How awkward is that? Would that be?
Awkward.
You damn right that would be fucking awkward.
There was so speaking of that apartment scene, when they got in a fight with the father there and the bellhop and all that shit came, when he was touching the daughter and Tom Cruise yelled, get off her, she's pregnant," and he punched her. I really thought that guy was going to like push her down. And it was going to be like something with the baby. Like she landed wrong or something.
Dude, I thought she was lying about being pregnant at the first time just to get him to leave.
Oh.
I didn't think she was really pregnant.
I didn't think of that.
That was kind of funny / crazy how she went to that. Like, I'm pregnant. And then she told him the reason why I said you're pregnant, that she was pregnant is so you would leave or some shit.
Well, it was because he said I was scared. And she was like, well, I could scare you. I'm pregnant.
Yeah,
She thought he was gonna like run out the door,
and that made me
fit into the fact of what Chris said about her lying about it.
Yeah.
And then it would come to, why would you lie about something like that? Well, why did you lie to me? And blah blah blah. And how's it feel to be lied to? And all this other silly shit. And I'm glad they didn't go down that road.
No, technically, he didn't lie to her. He got caught. She's seen it from a distance. Didn't even confront him. Just let it happen.
Okay, so why did you hurt me? So I lied because I want to hurt you. I guess you could say that. You're right. You're absolutely right with that, James.
This day, a certain type of chick, you see your boyfriend walking away on the beach with another girl, she would have ran and drop kicked them both.
Or walked up with another dude and made sure you seen it.
She just sat there, watched him walk away, and just turned around and left. Oh no, there would have been a scene.
It would have been one or two. It would have either been a huge scene, or she would have walked up with another dude, made sure you seen it. But it would either be somebody. It would be somebody that you don't like. It'd be somebody that you'd have a real issue with. Not that you would have an issue with her walking off with anybody, but it'd be somebody that you have a real issue with. Like if she messes with this dude, that's gonna be just fuck. It's it. You know what I mean? Like even like say if it was with Doug's character, for example, even if it happened, but just how he kissed
that's what the one chick did in the beginning.
Well, no, but he went and told her he told her everything. He told her the bet. He told her that they were hooking up and all that other shit.
Yeah.
So she was probably like, well, since you're being honest, in my mind, of course, they didn't discuss that part. She was probably like, well, just to fuck him over, kiss him right in front of, all that other bullshit, and then cuss him out and all that. Yeah.
Let's go with the title of the movie real quick before I forget. They mentioned cocktails and dreams multiple times in this movie. Why is the movie just called Cocktails? Why isn't it Cocktails and Dreams?
But I will say this, because I think there was a part in the movie where they called their bar Cocktails and Dreams later in the movie. Yeah. But there is there's a spoof movie of this, which I wish I would have found it before.
Are you serious?
There's got to be a porn name after this.
Oh god,
I hope so. I'll look into that. But there's a and it's spoof movie. It's called Cocktails and Dreams. Now, James, remember when I asked you yesterday? How did you watch Cocktails? Like, where did you watch it on?
Yeah,
or Cocktails. Sorry, I said Cocktails when I was searching.
You were looking for Cocktails.
And it searched for cocktail, and what came up was Cocktails and Dreams.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
But it does not surprise me in the least. But if you named your movie and it has the word cock in it, there's got to be a porn name.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, of course, there better be.
You can turn any title.
So prior to Elizabeth Shue getting the role of Jordan, the girl he knocks up, the role was offered to Heather Graham and Molly Ringwald, who both declined because of scheduling conflicts.
Oh,
wow!
So those are two big. I don't know how big Heather Graham was in 1980.
At that time. No, I don't know.
But Molly Ringwald was a big name.
Yeah, 16 Candles and Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
Breakfast with Tiffany.
Other considerations for Tom Cruise's role, which I don't know how accurate some of these are, because they just can't sound that accurate. So Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, Charlie Sheen, I can believe, big 80s star. Keanu Reeves, John Travolta, Rob Lowe, that one I believe. Tom Hanks, possibly. Steve Guttenberg was a big 80s guy. Or Matthew Broderick. Even Michael Keaton or Jeff Bridges were considered for the role, from what I was able to find out.
I'll say this, and
Michael Keaton would have been a little too old, I think.
I don't. 1988. What was Batman? I don't know.
89 was the first Batman.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. I think the studio was really pushing for the younger, and that's how they ended up with Tom Cruise.
I feel like Charlie Sheen would have been a better character for this role than Tom Cruise.
Charlie Sheen? I don't know. Maybe.
I say that because he would be able, because he could play the pretty boy role, of course, but then he could also be, I think he'd play a better asshole type of character, and they could have dove into Tom Cruise's character to be more of like a douchebag asshole kind of player, whatever, for a little bit until he falls in love. You know what I mean? I feel like he acted that better.
I mean, when was Wall Street? This movie's all about him trying to get money anyway, so.
Yeah, it's true.
But, I mean, Charlie Sheen could have did that too.
Like, try to get it fast. Like, he gets out of the army. He thought because he was in the army, this dude can just start off like a CEO in a company.
Yeah.
Like, dude, no, man. You have no job experience. You're in the army. That's it. Start flipping burgers, man. Start from the bottom.
That's how it was. It's not that way now, but yeah.
Yeah. Back then, that's how it was, yeah. Like, you can't just walk in a fucking lawyer's office and say, hey, I want to be a lawyer.
You could try.
Record it, because I'm really curious.
I want to be a lawyer.
I want to know how that interview goes.
I kind of want to get into the flair bartending, spinning bottles now and everything.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I used to do that back toss shit, whatever was in my hand at a certain point. I was doing that. But bottles like that, man, working, I would be so worried to dropping that shit. I don't know. Have to pay for it.
Aaron and I are going to start a team called Cookies and Cream. And bartending.
Oh, man. I'll be at your bar all the time.
It's going to be called Cookies and Cream.
Just to watch this shit. I'll be there.
That'd be hilarious. So what do you guys know how to make? Well, nothing.
Give you this beer.
We just throw bottles back and forth.
Like you want an IPA? I got that.
But both of us can pour a mean fucking beer or soda or turn the thing on for some water, whatever you. Those are your options: water, soda, and beer.
What about your mystery drink?
And then we throw bottles at each other.
Oh, the mystery drink is all three of those mixed.
There you go. You can serve that in your menu.
That's called the Cookies and Cream.
Yep. The Cookies and Cream. That would be hilarious. That would be like a fucking great spoof movie.
Oh man!
Like they're breaking so many fucking. Like it'd be funny because we never got better at this through the whole movie.
Maybe what that spoof Cocktails and Dreams is about.
How long have you guys been doing this? 10 years.
10 years.
You haven't thought about anything else? Not at all.
No.
Why? Because James comes here every single night. He's been coming here for 10 years every night. And he buys a drink from us. He doesn't drink it, but he gets one.
Like, just watch these guys.
Yeah.
You order a drink, it takes 3 hours because they break it 15 times.
Our special drink's called the Oreo.
Yep. Mind you, he's been through 14 divorces because he's been here so much. He spent all his money here.
He got a code word, like if you forget to do it, like a certain drink, if you order, you don't do like the flipping the bottles and shit, you get it for free. So I'll be up at the bar all the time just saying it and hoping you forget.
Drunk.
I like that.
You didn't do the cookie shuffle.
That's our movie.
We gotta. Oh man, I love that idea. Aaron, you and I opened a bar called Cookies and Cream.
Yep.
James is our other employee.
That'd be hilarious, man.
Working with us, but he doesn't do anything. He just sits at the bar and gets drunk.
Yeah, that's it. It's at the corner. This is my seat. No one's allowed to sit there. Got a little VIP section.
Yep. And but the days that James isn't there, we'll do like what we did in the office. Print out a picture of him and put it in the chair. Don't sit there.
Yeah, no, that's taken.
That's James. No, we really did that. We put it like people's cubicles, and one cubicle.
Yeah, I went on my
shout out to Dustin, our boy Justin's cubicle. We hung up James' picture in there. And I drew a heart around his face. And Dustin was on vacation, but he come back. He left it there. Like
he left it there. I think it's still there.
It is. He just lays like I like it. He just laughs.
That's funny.
Oh shit. But fuck.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to stick with my 6 for this movie.
Yeah, same thing. I'm going to stick with my 6. I almost dropped it down to a 5, but
I don't know. It
was better than the other movie.
It's one of those, I mean, this movie, like, from what I was reading, it's not like it got great reviews or anything when it came out, but it kind of turned into like a cult classic.
Yeah, that's what confused me when I looked it up too. I thought that I was the same thing. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I seen this before. I know that a lot of people talked about it when I was younger. And they liked it, but
yeah, man, I don't know. It's weird. It turned into like this kind of cult classic, just 80s movie. When you think 80s, like Cocktail is one of those movies that comes up when you just look for 80s movies.
Yeah. Then he did another one. It was Risky Business.
That one too. That's the famous underwear scene where he comes sliding across the thing.
Yeah. That's another one. People, everybody knows it. Like, oh, Risky Business. You know that one. Yeah.
Heard of it and never watched it.
I haven't seen all of it, yeah.
I watched it once.
James seen it like 14 or 15 times. He's lying to me.
Only the underwear scene.
Yeah, he is a big Tom Cruise fan.
He is. He's the reason why this movie's on here.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. He's just annoying to me. You know what it is? Ever since I seen him jumping on the couch like a lunatic on Oprah.
Yeah.
I was like, you annoying piece of shit.
It's true, but
Tom Cruise was the '80s poster boy.
He was, man.
And how he treated fucking Dawson's girlfriend. The fuck, man.
Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
You know what? I would love to find out when he first got into Scientology, like the year.
I bet it's the 80s.
See if there was a difference in his acting before and after.
Ooh, interesting.
I think that would be interesting to go back and check.
I'm going to say it started when a little bit before the first Mission Impossible.
I don't know, because he was obviously in Scientology long enough to become their fucking prophet or whatever he is.
Oh yeah, he's like a
Top of their
god.
food chain. Yeah. He is, man.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy as shit.
Oh yeah, I would have. Tom Cruise. Yeah, he wouldn't make it out alive. Dawson's Creek. That's his last resort right there.
So you have the same beef with Tom Cruise that I have with Nicolas Cage, then, and that.
No, not that bad. You
Green?
got like I will watch the movies and I'll give him like I don't complain like oh it's Tom Cruise movie. Like I see Mission Impossible. There's cool stuff about Mission Impossible. I just don't like Tom Cruise in it. He's like boring to me and annoying. But the movie itself are good. You will watch Nick Cage. It could be a good movie because Nick Cage is in it. You're like this movie sucks ass.
We gotta watch Pig.
I'll give them honest ratings. It's just that they'll probably be a little bit lower than they would be if he wasn't in the movie. And I mean,
see that don't affect me really, except for this one. He really was annoying to me in this. He was a dickhead. I didn't like his character.
Would you fight Tom Cruise like Peter and the Chicken?
No, I don't hate him that much.
Like Chris and Tom Green.
I would take a baseball bat to him.
See, I don't get angry talking about Tom Green.
All right.
I mean, not Tom Cruise.
If Chris was getting beat up by what's his face, Tom Green, would you jump in and help him?
No, it'll be too funny.
I'd son of a bitch.
I'd be laughing too hard. I wouldn't be able to. I'm like,
that's why.
Going down.
And that's why Aaron and I are starting the bar, and not you and I.
That's fine because I'll be waiting for Tom Green to do a Tom Green thing, and I would be recording it.
That's why you're our employee and not co-owner.
That's why it's cookies and cream and not cream and cream.
Wow.
Damn.
Wait, what kind of a bar are you guys opening? What are you talking about? We're just, I'm black, he's white, cookies and cream.
Oh.
Or half an Oreo.
Well, if you let me, it'll be double stuffed.
We'd ask for us to be a double stuffed Oreo. We'd actually need either Ibrahim or Chris to be on here with us.
Oh man,
it'd be like the medium complexion of Oreo, then the other side would be light.
I don't know. We got to see what's a good. Oreo's got so many flavors now. What can we equate to Puerto Rican, Chris?
Popcorn and pints. Like, what do you guys have? Listen, we serve pints of drinks and we serve popcorn. That's it.
This is not racist, but the closest thing I can think of.
That's a great way to start anything. This is not racist.
I think they have a churro flavor.
Oh, I'm sure they do. That'd be if Chris is on, yeah.
Yeah, I really think they do. I think there's a churro flavor.
Or guava or something. Yeah, of course.
Not guava. I don't think it's that extreme. I know Japan has some wild fucking flavors for everything.
Listen, there's a lot of beers with guava.
Yeah. Yep.
As a matter of fact, I just took a shot of which is a Puerto Rican rum, Bacardi. It was the tropical one, and there's like guava in it. So
it's starting to make its way in hot sauces too.
I would try it.
Like the new the people are rating hot sauces on YouTube. They're reading the ingredients. Guava is in there.
I believe it because
it's sweet. It's sweet.
I was gonna say I like a flavorful hot sauce. I like the sweet and spicy. I like a spicy one that has a good flavor to it. I know you're more of like a hot, burn your mouth.
Yeah.
Shit it out, piss it out, burning.
That's just to test myself. I want to know how hot it is.
Yeah, but you regularly use what, like ghost pepper seasoning or
no? I'm at Reaper.
Reaper seasoning for food.
I got Reaper powder, Scorpion powder.
See, I buy Reaper jerky, which is delicious.
Delicious.
Beef
I brought that to work. Outlet. Remember the beef jerky I brought to work?
That was good. That was really good.
Hey, it fucked up our supervisor, Andrew.
Go to Beef Jerky Outlet. My aunt and uncle run those franchises around here.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So if I tell them I know Chris, they're gonna hook me up?
Nope.
Yo, you better be nice to him, man. Getting that will, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyways, I'm growing Reaper, Scorpion, and Ghost Pepper plants in my yard right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You had James. You got to make those brownies again because I know they weren't super hot, but they were good.
Oh, I messed up. I didn't. I should have used all of the ghost peppers I have.
Do it again. I say do it again.
I will. I'll think of something.
I'd even eat it on one of the show. I'd either do it when we go back to the office, or I'll do it on. I'd rather do it on.
I got a dehydrator. I could dehydrate them, turn it into a powder.
Yeah, man, do it on the podcast here.
Would you do one too, Chris?
Nope.
I tested a couple hot sauces on Horus 30.
Yeah, they weren't like the brownies he brought in though. They weren't that hot. They weren't as hot as you thought they were. You got a little hint of a spice, but you take.
No,
like,
I plan on like hurting people though, but I didn't use enough.
I would do I would do a hot sauce. I won't bite into an actual pepper.
So Kyle, yeah, I made ghost pepper brownies.
That's
I had dehydrated ghost peppers, and I turned them into a powder, and I put them in the brownie mix.
Brownie mix. Oh, it was good. I want you to make those again.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, James, because
I'll do a Reaper next time. I'm growing them. I'm going to put Reaper.
Because I was right today.
So says the wife.
Yes. Which it's going to happen for you guys and every other gentleman.
Are you going to bring up the pistachio cupcakes again?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I had a feeling. I had that feeling. I tell my wife all the time, you bring it up.
Listen, it's her fault. Why is it her fault? You can't make something that delicious one time and not make it again. So,
Kyle, you just gave me a perfect idea. The combination.
Oh, yes.
You get lit up in your mouth, you get lit up in your head. You know what I'm saying?
I will not only will I try that, I'll chip in for the weed. I'll help out with that.
I never did that process.
I cannot partake in those. Sorry.
Well, you could have regular brownies with.
I'll make a special spicy one for you, Chris.
Yes, because we don't want you to get in trouble with your career.
Yes. Not until it's federally legal can I touch anything.
Strippers can't smoke weed, guys. Chris is a stripper. That's what I'm telling everybody.
Yeah, they only do crack and meth.
Gotta stay awake, man. Gotta stay awake.
But
we're never gonna grow up, by the way, guys. If you're looking for like a mature podcast, you came to the wrong place.
Just wait until the P&P summer slip and slide picnic.
Yeah.
We gotta think of an extravagant name
for this. Special guest, R. Kelly.
I feel like that's the perfect name, P&P Picnic.
Oh boy.
The P&P slip and slide summer jam.
Yeah, the slip and slide in there, it sounds wrong.
There we go. The P&P slip and slide summer jam.
Yes. And then
it's three people.
It's just us. It's just us. Maybe Puerto Rican Chris.
It's the P&P summer slip and slide jam.
Certain countries, Kyle. Certain countries.
No joke. We're gonna do this at my house.
That'll be awesome.
Our strippers have a great 401k.
Hey, mate, man. Listen, I'm going to warn you guys. My backyard has a little bit of a slope, so we may end up hitting the fence.
That's fine.
I'll have a flashback going under the fence.
Sliding once, maybe twice.
It's all right. I'll go through the fence and I'll stand up and your neighbor will be out there like, what the fuck? I'm like, hey, come join the party. Come on over.
The real thing is, the question is, do we get a keg and cover the slip and slide in beer instead of water?
Wow. That's alcohol waste.
Yeah. Not if you buy the cheapest beer you can find.
I'll have to go first and I'll go like stomach first and have my mouth open, dragging across the ground, sucking up the beer.
Then if you get the cheapest beer, we're gonna smell like soggy cardboard.
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
No, you're right. We'll get good cans or something, and then slip and slide in water, and just with the cans of beer. We're gonna do this up, man.
Yeah, this is what happened. You put a keg in the front of it, and you put a keg when you go through it. You're getting the one with the pool at the end, or you land into the pool.
I want to get one with the pool.
There you go. Then you have a keg right there. So when you get out, you fill your cup.
I'm going on Amazon right now to look up slip and slides.
Family Dollar probably got some for like $10.
I'm down, and I'm like right around the block, and on top of that, the wife.
At worst case scenario, Aaron is walking distance.
That is true.
And I mean,
my wife don't drink, so I'm good there.
And at the very least, like if our wife's like, I don't want to be participating in this stupid shit, I'll drop you guys off, and then I'll pick you up later when you're done being stupid.
Oh, dude, there's like 2-person slip and slides. We can do races.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Puerto Rican Chris, I'm calling you out. You have to be a part of this.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm gonna have to think about this more than I thought.
Oh man.
Here's a 3-person one.
Jesus.
I see nothing that can go wrong with this.
Me? Yeah, broken.
But we all have desk jobs. It's not like we have to go to a warehouse and move shit around. We're all going to be going to our desk and sitting down anyway.
I'm making an executive decision. We'll stick with the one person slip and slide and then just take turns.
I think that's probably the smartest way, just so nobody gets hurt or multiple people don't get hurt at once.
Someone's gonna get hurt. I got a feeling.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
I don't think so though, because I think we're mature. Because I won't get on there like wasted drunk. I'll have like a light buzz and try it.
You gotta think though. Listen, kids are lower to the ground. It's easier for them to like dive to it. You're coming from higher up. I can see like major belly flopping, hitting hard.
I'll send you guys some options. And
That's hilarious.
We'll decide on this for this.
Yo, it'll be a good time. I'll be dying.
The P&P Summer Slip and Slide Jam.
Yeah, and then it's like do something simple like burgers and dogs.
What's funny?
Think some other games too.
It's gonna be all those words when we refer to this, but it's gonna be in a different combination every time.
Yeah,
it is.
We'll get some beer pong going.
I would do that. I'll do some beer pong. Something. We'll figure something out. We have to figure out a way to do it and possibly record some of it, if not all of it.
Yeah. Oh, the slip and slide is gonna get recorded.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have my phone on.
Like if I had a way to
you're up, Aaron.
if I could have a setup and have it go live, I'd just have it go live as a setup. You guys can just see how ridiculous.
We'll do this one weekend in August.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. By the way, the last weekend in August, remember I'm gonna be gone, so it'd have to be like mid-August because I know he's on the first weekend.
Well, you know what? Let me look at the calendar right now.
Because I'm leaving August 25th to September 4th.
August 21st. What do you think? That's a Saturday.
Possibly. I know I'm going to what's that place called? Heroes Hideout to get CJ Graham's autograph. He played Jason in Friday the 13th Part 6. But other than that, I'm good.
14th? You want to do the 14th?
Possibly.
Saturday, August 14th.
That might work better than I don't have to rush around shit.
Wow.
James, put that on your calendar.
All right, I'll put that on my calendar.
Basically what he's saying is just tell your wife.
Saturday, the afternoon of Saturday, August 14th.
He says this now after the podcast. Tomorrow he's going to remember. He's going to talk to his girlfriend. She'll be like, what the fuck is wrong? No one's coming over here.
No, she'll be fine. She'll record for us. Saturday, August 14th will be the annual the first annual P&P Slip and Slide Summer Jam.
That's hilarious.
You know who you got? We got to invite Ross.
I'll invite Aaron.
That's hilarious.
Plan for August 14th.
Anthony, just have him. Let him know ahead of time.
No joke. The Slip and Slide Summer Jam.
Yes, I'm with it. I'm with it.
That's funny shit.
It's gonna be fun. And make sure you guys tune in for that silly shit, people. This is what we do for you guys because we love it. Mm-hmm. But I guess we're gonna bounce soon. So let me pull up the. Where's it at?
I look forward to getting in bed and telling my girlfriend, "Hey, I just scheduled the first ever P&P Slip and Slide Summer Jam."
Listen, not only is it a P&P Slip and Slide Summer Jam, it's a housewarming gift. A lot of warmth.
Oh man,
housewarming party. But really quick, people, live shows Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:00 Eastern Time on on Horror with Source 30. Live shows Saturday, 9:00 Eastern Time on Popcorn and Pints. Both shows we're reviewing movies. We're having a great time, great laughs. There is giveaways on Horror with Source 30. There is going to be giveaways on Popcorn and Pints as well. Random stuff, non-horror stuff, of course, movies, maybe a Roku. Oh, I said it. Some other stuff. Obviously, you want to check out Stories from a Bar as well.
I've got pint glasses to give away if you're local.
I have pint glasses to give away. And I'll tell you guys this. From Popcorn and Pints, you guys can win a pint glass from Stories from a Bar. Also, check out Deep Focus Cinema. Just check out all this stuff you're seeing on the screen. You want to check it out because you're going to be entertained by every single show on here. I 100%, 100 billion trillion % guarantee it. Anything we do is way better than what Tom Green has ever done, what Nicolas Cage has ever done, what Tom Cruise has ever done. We're way more entertaining than those guys. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, but they get the money. We don't.
Yeah, it's because they know people we don't know. But with that being said, people, thank you for popping by. And as always, peace, peace, peace. Did I mention peace?